Hey, Mike, if you're still, hey, Mike, if you're still there, hello, welcome. I was playing around on one of my phones, so sorry about that. Let me get this other set up. Uh, Oops, wrong way. Huh. Hey, Jerry, uh, Arena, Arena. All right, there it is. If anybody wants to come up, uh, I will be doing a live stream the next 2 weeks, but in 3 weeks I won't. I'll be back home. Angel Burger, how you doing? How's everybody doing today? I'm doing quite well. Uh, I was talking with my oldest sister not too long ago. She called me. We're going back to Terre Haute for my family reunion. I'm going back at the end of July. And her husband was planning on going back the first part of August because we all want to be there by August 3rd. That's when thanks for coming, Angel. I'm glad I see that you support Mertz. Give me a second and I'll give you a does anybody else? All right, everybody else has a monitor. Guys, if you can hear me, let me know. Let me see something here. Yeah, it's working. Yeah, it's working. Jerry, hoping you're coming up, but that's up to you. Clarice, how you doing? Welcome, welcome. If you guys haven't given me a thumbs up yet, if you would, I appreciate it. If you haven't subscribed, I'd appreciate that too, but you don't have to. I'm a small channel. Most of you know that if you subscribed. Yes, it is a blessed Sunday for you guys. Saturday night here, Sunday morning there. Where I'm at and where you're at, it's 12 hours. So here's a little after 8 o'clock at night. There's a little Saturday night, and there's a little after 8 o'clock Sunday morning. For those of you who don't know the time difference. Now where Jerry's at, it's even earlier at night. That's all right, Jerry. We appreciate you coming. I don't know how long this one will last. You know me. If people want to come up and talk, we'll last longer. If they don't, then we won't go as long. This is my entertainment for during the week. This is one of my new shirts. It's an APF 50 sun shirt. It's like wearing sunscreen, but I wanted more shirts with collars for the summer, and I wear the long sleeves because, well, some of you already know I have a predisposition to sun cancer, skin cancer. My dad had it, and he had it treated and was cured. My younger brother died from it, so I pay close attention to it, and I try to find ways to avoid it. So at least that's what I was told. It was skin cancer that got my younger brother. But they were saying it was on the internal, so I really don't know. But yeah, it's just, it's something I like to take precaution against. That's why this hat is not worn outside. As you can see, all those holes. When I first bought it, I wasn't so worried about it. I had more hair. And we got Big Mac Daddy coming up. Hey, Mac Daddy, welcome.
Larry, how you doing, my brother?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
I'm having trouble hearing you, Mac Daddy.
How about now? It's a little better?
I can't hear a word you're saying.
Hang on.
I don't know if it's my...
Maybe I got to get rid of some background noise.
Let me try something. Let me see something.
Maybe I got to get rid of some background noise.
No,
there it is.
Let me see something. It's my earphones again.
Oh.
Maybe I got to get rid of some background noise.
Now it's repeating.
Let me see something. It's my earphones again. So there's going to be...
Now it's repeating.
My mic picking up. It's my cell phone that's...
Yeah, I'm on my cell phone. It's time for me to be on my computer.
Yeah, my mic picking up. It's my cell phone that's...
Did you see the news? It's time for me to be on my computer. Somebody took a pot shot at Trump.
You see the news?
Somebody took a pot shot at Trump.
Somebody took a pot shot at who?
Trump. Somebody took a couple rifle shots at him. They killed somebody at his rally. It looks like they shot him in the ear.
Okay. That's just going to make him more popular. You know that, don't you?
That's Butler, Pennsylvania, that they did it in, too. We've been having a fun week here.
I'm just looking to see if I can get this
to sync.
We've been having a fun week here. Biden's supposed to be speaking there later this week, isn't he?
I don't know.
Biden's supposed to be speaking there later this week, isn't he? I don't know. Maybe it's next week, but they're both supposed to be speaking in Pennsylvania this month.
They're going to fight over Pennsylvania. It's close here. Although, really, it's not close at all because there's so many Democrats in Philadelphia, it's hard to do anything.
It's close here. Although, really, it's not close at all because there's so many Democrats in Philadelphia, it's hard to do anything. It's close here. Although, really, it's not close at all because there's so many Democrats in Philadelphia.
You want me to jump down so you can just talk, Larry? I mean, you're having a hard time syncing it by the looks of it.
You want me to jump down so you can just talk, Larry? I mean, you're having a hard time syncing it by the looks of it. Well, I'm trying to figure. The last time I had to change my earphones, and I took care of it. But the last time I had to change my earphones.
I'll see if I can pull it up on the computer. I'll see if I can pull it up on the computer. Did you get a chance to go to Philly in the Philippines? They just moved to Saragao Island.
No, I haven't done that yet. I took 5 days off last week.
Saragao Island.
No, I haven't done that yet. I took 5 days off last week. And what happened was I just got behind on everybody.
Sure.
And so I'm so far behind, I'm just now starting to catch up.
Well, I know you're always looking for good neighborhoods and good content. He's on Saragao Island, and it's really nice.
But see, they were
always looking for good neighborhoods and good content. He's on Saragao Island, and it's really nice. But see, they were always looking for good neighborhoods and good content. He's on Saragao Island, and it's really nice. I'm going to drop down so you can talk to your audience.
I don't know what's going on here. Neither one of the sets of
drop down so you can talk to your audience.
All right, Big Daddy. I don't know what's going on here. Neither one of the sets of drop down so you can talk to your audience. All right, Big Daddy. I don't know what's going on. Yeah, I really don't. For some reason, either set of headphones is working right now. So, and I was trying to figure it out. Went into the settings, and for some reason, I can't get it to work. So I have no clue what's going on. We'll have to try to see if we can get it figured out some other time. The audio is not my problem. The speakers aren't working for some reason. And that's driving me nuts. Because I like having visitors. So, I mean, hey, Dan, how you doing, man? I'm having trouble with my mics, my earphones again. So I'm just trying to see if I can figure it out. You just missed Mac Daddy. He was up here. And that's not working. Nope. No, it's not going to work, I guess. But, so yeah, we're just trying to figure it out. I don't think I hate this. This is my second bite. And for some reason, it's not working. So, oh, well, just undo it. Even the regular speakers aren't working that well, so I don't know what's going on. I may have to get another mic. I don't know. But we'll see. Hey, Mertz, hey, thank you for coming. And thank you for sending all the subscribers from your channel over earlier. We appreciate it. We had, like I said, we had quite a few people come in, and we're glad they're here. I don't know how long I'm going to be going. And yeah, Dan's here, Merce's here. Mike married to a beautiful woman. We had Mac Daddy up here. And Jerry was here. He said he wasn't going to stay long. He had something getting ready to come up. We appreciate that, Mertz. Like I said, I will be here the next 2 weeks, but on the August the 3rd, which will be the August the 4th Sunday morning for you guys, I will not be doing a live stream that day. I'm going to be in Terre Haute. I'll be at a family reunion back home, visiting with some cousins. All four of my sisters will be back there. I'm taking my oldest sister with me when I drive back. Then her husband will come down a few days later. I think their youngest son's going to go with her husband. At least he's planning on it. Well, thank you for coming, Jerry. But so we'll do that. We'll get that. So my oldest sister, her favorite cousin, the one she's closest to, is planning on moving, and she wants to go back home and help her get things straightened out, and also lets her spend a few more days with her. And that's where she usually stays, is at this cousin's house. Like I said, they're pretty close in age. I don't know they're within a year or two of each other. I believe my oldest sister is actually the older one. But that's all right. They've always gotten along quite well. So she'll spend time with her. Now I'm going home. Yen, welcome. Like I said, I'm going to go home. I'll see my cousin George, who is the cousin that I'm the closest to. We're 11 days apart, but we've always been great friends. Even when he lived in Iowa, we always, kept in contact, went back and forth and visited. He's more of a friend than just a cousin. He's one that I have to visit every time I go home if I can. He knows I'm coming. He's going to be gone on the 3rd. He won't be at the family reunion, but I will be able to see him before, maybe even afterwards. But it'll be a very short period of time afterwards, because I'll be leaving on the 4th to come back home to get ready to go back to work. I take 2 days traveling to and from to Terre Haute now. I used to do it in 1 day. I don't like to push it that much anymore. So I'll leave on Sunday. I'll stop probably in Erie, Pennsylvania on my way home like I normally do. Spend the night there, and then drive in there on Monday. Take Tuesday off to recuperate from work and go back to work on that Wednesday. So that's the plan. Like I said, my sister and I will leave on the 27th from her house, and we'll drive to Ashland, Ohio, spend the night there like we normally do, and then we'll go from Ashland to Terre Haute on Sunday. So I'll do my live stream from the hotel on that Saturday, which will be the 27th. But that's all right. I mean, that's my plan. And I just thought I'd let you guys know. It won't change anything. I will be doing another live stream, like I said, the next 2 weeks. But not on the next 2 or 3 weeks. Actually, I have to figure it out. Let's see, the next 2 weeks. And then I'll have a week off, and then I'll do another one. But I'll try to get some videos while I'm back in Terre Haute. I'll get them uploaded, but while I'm back home. I'm sorry to hear that. Dr. Ruth was a very interesting character, as was Richard Simmons. But a lot of you in the Philippines probably don't know who those two people are. Dr. Ruth was an older woman who was not afraid to talk about sex. And Richard Simmons was a workout guru. Mike, I never win. My number is 0. And so, yeah, it's so we're just, we're sorry to hear about those two passing. I found out earlier in the week that a friend of mine of over 55 years passed away. I haven't heard anything more. He's one of the guys I would always visit when I go home. So it's going to be a sad trip home because I won't be able to see him this time. My prayers have gone out to his wife and his kids and grandkids. Like I said, Dave Tarr was his name. Dave and I go back just before I started 7th grade. Dave was younger than me. Dave, back in those days, was like a third brother to me. He was like the brother that fit in between me and my younger brother, who's almost halfway in age between the two of us. We connected at the swimming pool at Sheridan Park, which I lived right across the street from the park. The pool was at the opposite end. But he called me Pink Elephant because I was overweight even back then as a kid. And I was getting sunburned, so I was turning pink. And I chased him around. We had a good time. And then we just became friends. I don't buy it by the bottle. But if you buy it by the bottle, it's a couple bucks, I think. I buy it by the 6-pack. Right now they have it on sale. You buy 2, you get 1 free. So it's less than $1. Well, let's see less than $1.50. I'm buying it that way. No, it's less than that. It's less. I'm trying to think. Probably less than $1. That would be strange for Richard Simmons or Dan. Like I said, he was such a workout guru. Now, my favorite workout guru was trying to think of his name. He had his dog Happy, which was a white. I think it was a white German Shepherd. Trying to remember his name. Guy was in great shape, and he was an older guy. I mean, older. Yeah, Dr. Ruth was up there in age. She's probably somewhere around my mom's age. My mom's 98, and she was somewhere around my mom's age. Like I said, as an older lady from her age group, her generation usually weren't willing to talk about sex as much as Dr. Ruth was. That could be. Yeah. I heard he was having some trouble with something. I can't remember what it was. There was people I believe it was him, that they were saying that they were trying to keep his kids or some relatives of his away from him. They were going to court over it. And so that was kind of a mess there. But I believe it was Richard Simmons. Now, it could have been somebody else. But they were claiming that one person was trying to hide them from their kids. And so they went to court over that, which is that's sad. I mean, now my shirt looks lighter on my screen than what it is. It's more. My shirt is actually a darker orange, in case you wondered. But like I said, I'll have to see what's going on with this. I don't know. It's driving me nuts. I hate the fact that I can't have people up here and talk with. Because, like I said, you all know I like to talk to people. It's one of the things I enjoy. And so I don't know how long we're going to be going on. If anybody's got some questions, though, please go ahead and write them down. And I'll answer them the best I can. It's been it was kind of nice having 5 days off last week. I had the 4th off, and I was working at a construction site, and they had that Friday off as well. And so because they were off, there was no guard needed. So I took, my work offered to give it to me as a paid day off. And I told them, no thanks. I'll just take it the day off. I can afford to lose a day's pay. That's 2 weeks in a row I lost 1 day, but I can afford that. It doesn't, I couldn't afford to lose a day off every week all year, but a few days here and there I can afford. So that's what I did. I just took the day off, saved my vacation time. Like I said, I'm going back to Terrell to see my mom, my sisters, and my cousins. And I go back every year at least once. And then I like to take some time off, just to take some time off and relax. I may go back home again this year. It all depends on my financial situation and the family, how everything's going. I'll stay with 2 of my sisters, what I usually do when I go home. They put me up, or should I say they put up with me. But my family, we get along quite well. I mean, I wouldn't want to live with my sisters on a full-time basis, but I do love them. They love me, but we are different. But I can stay with them for a couple of weeks and have a good time. We don't get on each other's nerves. The same thing with my oldest sister. I lived up in that area when I first moved up to where she lives. I used to spend my days off at her house and visit with her and my brother-in-law. And then the longer I was up there, the less I did that. But my first year up there, I probably spent most of my days off either, because I used to get 4-day weekends every 3 weeks. And I'd either go back to Terre Haute or if I just had a 2-day weekend, I'd spend it at my sister's. So yeah, my first year living out here. Hey Ed, how come you don't have I don't know what's going on here. I had a monitor the whole time. I'm surprised you didn't. Maybe because you're always in the chat with me, I don't realize it. But appreciate you coming back, Ed. Like I said, if anybody has any questions or they want to talk about something, just put it in the chat and we'll try to cover it. But yeah, it's I have a very good dynamic with my family. My brothers and I got along quite well. My dad always preached family, and so I guess that's because he was close to his family. My mom was close with her family, so I'm talking about the immediate family. Some of my cousins are a little more distant than the others, and I don't mean distance as in third or fourth cousin. I'm just talking about they're a little more. They'd rather stay home and not get together and visit that much. Now, I had cousins, you can go visit them anytime, and they'd entertain you all night long, and you'd have a great time. But they never wanted to go anywhere. They just wanted to stay home, so they always wanted you to come over to their house. They didn't want to go to yours. And, you always felt like, if they never come over, you got to wonder, were they just being polite or were they, what was going on there, you just really didn't know. And so it was just something we dealt with. And that was my cousins on my mom's side, because my dad's family lived in a different area. And we usually went and visit them because my grandmother, my dad's mom, it was easier on her if we went there. Now one of his brothers and his sister lived right beside each other, and his mother lived with his brother. So we'd always go up and visit with them, and it was only like not even a half a day's drive up. But a lot of times we go up that day and come back that day. I was born in that area. I was the only one in my family not born in Terre Haute, which is where I'm from. But I was born in Lafayette, Indiana, and all my brothers and sisters were born in Terre Haute. My cousin George, the one I'm closest to, both his sisters were born in Terre Haute, but he was like me. He was born in Lafayette. Uh, his mom and dad moved up there around the same time my mom and dad did. And like I said, my mom's family got along quite well. And like I said, we were both born in a hospital, but the name of the hospital was Home Hospital. So I tell everybody I was born at home, and they go, "Oh, you weren't born in a hospital?" I said, "Yeah, I was born at home." Get people when I was younger. We got Mac Daddy coming back up. Now, Mac, you're going to have to give me a minute. I don't have this plugged in.
Well,
It'll work, but we'll give it a try. Give me a second. All right, now go ahead and try.
I don't know if we're any better, but we'll try.
It'll work. I'll have to turn on my cell phone, the volume on my cell phone. All right, now go ahead and try.
I don't know if we're any better, but we'll try.
I'll have to turn on my cell phone. We're not any better, but I'll turn it down so I won't maybe get as much feedback. But like I said, there's going to be a delay between you and me.
Yeah, there's a huge delay. I tried to sign up on my computer, but I don't think I had the mic signed up.
Like I said, there's going to be a delay between you and me.
That's how I popped into the chat as a koala bear.
I tried to sign up on my computer, but I don't think I had the mic signed up.
Well, the last time this happened, I changed mics and it worked. This time, neither, not mics, listen to me, headphones, but this time neither headphone is working. And I think it's that plug-in going bad because my regular speakers are having trouble with them too. So we'll have to.
But I'm lost between a cell phone and a computer.
I'm lost between a cell phone and a computer.
Yeah,
I keep missing Dan's show too. I've been trying to get back there. I see Dan and Minnie are here.
I keep missing Dan's show too.
he starts at 6:00 Friday morning.
I see Dan and Minnie are here.
Yeah, like I said, Dan starts at 6:00 Friday mornings. I happen to be at work at 6, so I usually can catch him.
I'm not always up at 6 in the mornings because I'm usually up a lot at night talking to people in the Philippines.
I'm not always up at 6 in the mornings because I'm usually up a lot at night talking to people in the Philippines.
Well, I wasn't up at 6 this Friday I was, but last week I had the day off, so I wasn't up at 6. And I wasn't up at 6 this Friday I was, but last week I had the day off, so I wasn't up at 6.
I've been spending money like a madman. I sent a bunch to the Philippines. I bought a truck.
Money like a madman.
Last couple of weeks, I spent
I'm trying not to. I'm trying to dig my way out of debt.
I sent a bunch to the Philippines. I bought a truck. Last couple of weeks, I spent
I'm trying not to. I'm trying to dig my way out of debt.
I don't have all the debt, so it's a little easier, but it's never easy.
I don't have all the debt, so it's a little easier, but it's never easy.
My eyes are doing really well now, though. If anybody's asking or thinking about
No,
having cataract surgery, it's almost like they were just never done.
He's asking or thinking about having cataract surgery. It's almost like they were just never done. He's asking or thinking.
you mean like they were never bad?
Right, right. I have a little problem seeing like my computer screen and real fine things.
Never
So I
bad.
bought $2 reading glasses online.
I have a little problem seeing like my computer screen and real fine things. So I bought $2 reading glasses online.
They're kind of cool too. They fold up, metal frame, and they're 3.5 magnification. They say.
Metal frame.
I don't want to drive you nuts, though, lad, for making your live show
No,
here,
no,
man.
no.
They say.
I think my Bluetooth headphones are going to work. Just give me a minute to turn them up.
Wow.
I can hear you now. I'm
I'm
just
just
trying to get it to where it's louder.
I'm looking at the TV headlines. They shot an old man at the Trump rally. That's sad. A couple
Oh,
people that had shot.
yeah, like I said, I can't hear you now. So
Oh,
try this. Just take one of them out, and now go ahead and talk to me.
I was looking at the TV. They shot like 2 people at the Trump rally. One of them's dead. And it looks like they got Trump with a bullet in his ear. But he's up and walking. Didn't really affect him. I don't know. Sad. Sad
Like
what this
I
will
said,
become.
it's stupid. What you're going to do, well, if you don't like Trump, you're going to turn a lot more people on to Trump by shooting at him. It's the same thing with Biden. If somebody shoots at Biden, they're going to give him more support. This is what I'm thinking anyway. I could be wrong, but you got people that haven't made up their mind, and they're going, well, the people who try to kill him, those people, that side's nuts. So you're making the undecided people think the other side's crazy.
I don't go to any large public events anymore. I'm just not in this country.
No.
That's my cure for that.
Yeah. But
Yeah, I don't even go like to the picnic grounds or the picnic areas up where I live. I don't do any of that. I got some really backwoods places that I go up here, and it's very nice. But I'm like the only one there. And the advantage of that is the fishing's always good. I think this one trout I caught 3 times. I named him Brownie. But I'm surprised Dan or nobody goes fishing in the Philippines. The fishing in the Philippines got to be great.
it's got the volume. I'm trying to get it up to where it's max and it's staying at minimum.
Oh, this is all a pain.
Hang on. I think the
Okay.
headphones have gone dead on me.
Well, I'm just going to go back to my computer then because I don't want to mess you up. I'll be down in the chat.
The headphones have gone dead. They're big Mac Daddy.
I'll be down in the chat.
I'm sorry about that. Let me turn this. I don't know what's going on. I'm sorry about that. Let me turn this. I don't know what's going on. I think they need to be charged. It's showing like they're pretty dead. I think they need to be charged. Oh, that's the wrong thing, Larry. Showing like they're pretty dead. Charged. Yeah, it's just charging up. I appreciate that, Ed. Like I said, I think those headphones were dead. I think they've been off the charger too long. So we'll just put them on the charger, see what happens. But we'll have to try to use them next week, but they don't go through the mic. So hopefully they'll work better. Hey, Brother Robert, how you doing, man? Welcome. My headphones aren't working, Robert. That's why I have nobody up here because I can't hear them. I have to. It stinks, but that's the way it is. The headphones are not working. The speaker's not working. I got some Bluetooth, but they were dead, so I got to charge them up. We'll have them fully charged for next week's. And now the week after that, I'll be using my laptop, so I won't need them. That's a different setup, so. Well, you know, I really hate the fact that they're not working. But it is a pain. That's all right, Robert. I like doing this. I hope everybody enjoyed my videos on the Filipino Fest here in the Albany area. From my understanding, it was only the third year that they done it. Now, I didn't know about it the first year, but I just moved down here that year. So I didn't know about a lot of the different things. Last year I was working. So I couldn't go. It's only one day. I wish it was 2 days. I really would have loved to go back a second day and tried some more of the food, but I can't eat that much food, and I want to try it hot. Now, they did have balut, a fried balut, from what I remember. And, but it was something, like I said, you all know I'm not eating balut. There's not enough alcohol in the world, well along the United States or in the Philippines, to get me to eat balut. There might be, but I'd be drunker than I'd ever been in my entire life if I did that. And believe me, I've been very, very drunk in my life at different times. So, yeah, I agree, Ed. They need to do a whole weekend. Maybe after they grow a few more times, because it was a small one. There was a nice sized crowd because it rained that morning and it was overcast. But they still had, for me, I think on that kind of a weather, and it's not that big of a festival yet, I think that a decent turnout. The line I wanted to get in to get some food, that was about a 20-minute or 30-minute line, and I'd already been there for quite a while before they opened that place up. So next year I'll go a little later. I won't go at the start of it. And so where I'll be more willing to stand in the line to get some of the other food, Although I really did like that ubi cake with the plain topping. I will get, if they have that again next year, I'm getting that again. Yeah, that's what I said. It takes quite a bit of beer to get me drunk. That's what I'm saying. I don't think there's enough alcohol to get me drunk enough to eat Baloo. I've had, believe it or not, I've had pig's blood soup. I ate that before I found out what it was, and I continued eating it after I did. I can't remember if that was in the Philippines or if that was in Taiwan. I believe it was the Philippines. Uh, and I'm not a big fan of fish. I've gotten drunk enough to eat fish when I really wasn't wanting to, but I did. Uh, and as you all know, in the Philippines and a lot of other places in the Asian countries, they don't cut the head off, so you're eating the fish and you got the eye staring back at you. That was a little disturbing to me because I'm not a fish eater to begin with, and I like tuna, but I didn't back then. I didn't know I never had tuna. I'm not a person that likes to spend a lot of money on something if I don't know if I like it or not. But somebody had fixed some tuna, and they had some left. They said, "Here, try this," and I tried it, and it was good. So I eat tuna occasionally. But I'm more of a pork or chicken or beef type person. Like I said, though, I will eat tuna. I never had ubi cake or anything ubi until this year. I still need to get by Walmart, excuse me, and see if they got the ubi ice cream that Mike was talking about last week. I'll have to give that a try. Got that right. Former Navy. I think I've showed you guys the cup before. I don't have it with me right now. But I have a cup that says I have the vocabulary of a well-educated sailor. I do have that vocabulary. I was shopping for, I think, T-shirts. Might have been undershorts. One day, this is up when I was still living up in Rochester area, and I came across that mug. Somebody had found that mug, I guess, wherever it was at, and put it on that shelf. So I just figured it was destiny for me to see that mug. So I bought it. I really didn't need it, but I loved what it said. So I bought the mug. I've used it many times. If I'm using a glass mug or a ceramic mug, that's my favorite mug now. But I usually use, when I'm drinking coffee at home, I usually use a travel mug. It keeps the coffee a little warmer without having to use a coffee warmer. It might be, Ed, but I'm not a big fish eater to begin with. And like I said, I like tuna. I've tried salmon. I'm not that crazy about salmon. There's some other fish I may have to try sometime, especially when I get to the Philippines. I want the fish that's got almost no bones, or preferably no bones in it when they cut it. I don't want the head, don't want the tail. But like I said, I'm willing to try some stuff as long as it's not going to cost me a lot of money, because if I don't like it, then I'm out all that money, because I'm not going to eat it if I don't like it. I'll cook it up, try it, and if I don't like it, give it to a dog or something, unless I with somebody that they can have it. Yeah, I know, Robert. Fish is a staple in the Philippines, but it doesn't have to be for me. They have a lot of pork, a lot of chicken, and I can eat all that. I like chicken. I like pork. I can eat that stuff every day. I plan on living in an area large enough that they're going to have they'll have Jollibees and McDonald's and places like that. So if I really want a hamburger, I can go to one of those places and get a hamburger, French fries. That would be large enough that they'll have a Dunkin' Donuts or some kind of donut place close by. Mama Gina, thank you for coming. And so I'll have chicken adobo, pork adobo, Like I said, you got lechon. I'll be eating. I really do like the Olympia, either vegetable or chicken. Olympia. I've always liked that. I first had that when I was about 21 or 22. I enjoy it with a dip. I had that at the festival. I tried banana Q. Now the problem I had with the banana Q at the festival was not that it was banana Q. It was just that it was cold. It wasn't hot. I think it would have been much better hot. It was all right. Don't get me wrong. It was all right as it was, but I think I would have enjoyed it a lot better if it was hot right off the grill. So I probably won't get that next year unless I see them actually cooking it. And then I'll get it to try it hot to see if I like it better. Like I said, it was okay. I like bananas too, so I had a lot of time. As a matter of fact, every day this week I had bananas for breakfast. But it's just what it is. So we'll continue doing that, and like I said, I really look forward to the festival next year. I hope it's bigger. I hope it's better. I was glad to see the charities that one charity was holding a raffle. It was like you got 50% of the winnings if you won, whatever they took in. The other 50 went to the charity. I think they were raising money to build libraries. That one was building libraries, I believe. And there was another charity who just advertising what they were doing. And I can't remember what they were doing. One of them was building libraries. Another one was helping out with books for schools or something like that. And the one wasn't doing anything. They were just advertising because they were having an event coming up. They wanted people to know about it. I just went ahead and donated to the event. They said I could go ahead and do that. And it's the same thing with the raffle. I just gave them the money. It's like, no, here's the money. I don't want a ticket. I said, you probably have to be here at the end of it to win, and I don't plan on being here. And I said, so here's the money. And I did that. Some of you guys like the fact that there was a free wine tasting. A while back, and we mean quite a few years ago, I would have gladly partaken in the tasting the wine. But I no longer have, if I have a drink, not one drink, I will not drive. It's just not worth it to me. So unless I spend the night where I'm at or somebody else is driving or I'm close enough to walk to and from wherever it's at, I don't drink. And there's no bar close enough to me to walk to. There was no bar in Leroy when I was living there there was bars I could walk to, but none that I liked it well enough that I wanted to go there and have a drink. I was thinking it was longer than this, but no, I just remembered last year on my way home, coming back, not going to Terrell, but coming home. I stayed at a hotel they had. I went down and I got some food at the hotel, and the food service was in a bar on site. So I had a drink. That's it, one drink with my food. And then I went to my room and slept the night. Like my friend that passed away, he ran the American Legion. He was the guy in charge of it. So I'd always go to the American Legion. Now, the American Legion drinks are cheap, but I'd always drink Coke because, like I said, I don't drink and drive. So I was always in the bar. Every time I went home, I was always there, visiting with him and his wife, Lisa. Like I said, I've known Dave for over 55 years. I've known Lisa since they got married back in 79, when they got married. So I met Lisa either in 78 or 79. It's like my cousin George. I met his wife in 70, I want to say 79, first part of 79. They were just dating back then. Dave, George, and myself, we all got out of the service. Now, I was Navy, George was Army, and Dave was Marine Corps. But we all got out in 78. Now, Dave got out, I want to say in October. No, I got out in October. I think he got out in like June or July. And then George got out in, I want to say, November. So we all got out within a few months of each other. And so, like I said, we used to go out and party together. So, that's how George knew Dave. He met Dave through me. And I met Dave, I told you, I met Dave down at the pool. The pool that was in the park across the street from me. And we became fast friends. And we've been friends ever since. Like I said, well over 55 years now. It's been almost, 57, 58 years, somewhere in there. We'd been friends. So, George and myself, we've been friends all our lives. Like I said, we're only 11 days apart. George is 11 days older than me. But yeah, no matter how far apart we are or how long we are apart, as we get together, it's just like, old times. There's no awkward silence. We've always been able to talk about anything. Like I said, I'm going to miss Dave greatly. Like I said, Dave was younger than me, which makes, he was in his late 60s. So, it's a sad day, a sad week, because I just found out this week. But, the good Lord has his time frame, and we have ours. There's an old saying, if you want to make God laugh, tell him your plan. Sometimes that's the truth. And we appreciate it, Mama, that you liked and shared. We really do appreciate that. I'm sorry I had the that's frozen. Everything. I was had this white circle of death, which means I was buffering. So hopefully everything's still going well. And I was going to keep going here. I hope everybody else is doing well. I know it's Sunday morning. A lot of you are getting ready for church. I don't know how early the earliest Mass is, but I know many of you just got back from Mass. So I understand that you're getting your kids ready for Mass. But I want to thank you all for coming. I don't know how much longer I'm going to go. Like I said, I hate it when I have this kind of problem. I don't mind talking, but I usually prefer talking with somebody else. Although when I first started doing this, I did it by myself, and I would go a couple hours all by my own lonesome. And I don't know what happened here, but something just happened. And we'll see what's going on. And there's nothing happened to you guys. I mean, my computer screen was shut off. I accidentally hit a button that blocked the screen, so I had to sign back in. But I noticed that my camera's still up, everything's still going, so all that's still good. I'm glad to see that. But I think I'm going to call this one. Like I said, it's disappointing to me that it seems like all my headphones are going bad. For some reason, it's probably the plug-in. Because I unplug and replug things in so much. That's probably what happened. Probably just went bad on me. So we'll start using the Bluetooth headphones. And hopefully that'll take care of the problem next week. And so, all right, everybody, I'm going to go ahead and shut this one down. I want to thank you all for coming. Remember, be kind to each other. Take care of yourselves. Stay safe. Stay healthy. Plus, as always, try to have fun.